Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. You know what? I just want to say, modern women today, most modern women, right? They're not clean, man. That means they're not kosher, right? They come from damaged past, damaged background. They harbor all type of unwanted illnesses, and they have a high body counts. What does that mean? That means most modern women today are not clean, right? So it's impossible to find a clean woman in this days and age, especially modern women. It's hard to find them day after day because they're demonstrating no matter how clean they present themselves, right? They're not clean. They're not koshers, right? There's more women today getting sexual transmitted diseases, STI, STDs, than you don't know what to do with it. Alright? And that's how guys out there are getting these transmitted diseases. Right? Because of their high body count. That's why when we tell women, which they're not gonna learn, they're not gonna understand, they're not gonna listen, right? That high body counts is not a prime thing to do. High body counts will lead you to have all these consequences like diseases, right? Which make you not kosher. What does kosher mean? Clean. A clean history, clean past. And not only that, a high body counts. When you have body counts, you're tainted. Right? You have all these men that sleep with you, right? That you can't get away. You already have you have all these experiences, you can't get your virginity back. That's what it means when you're a virgin. You're pure. And not only that, like we having women out there that have high body counts getting married with white dresses. Now, what do white dresses mean in a marriage ceremony? White dresses mean that you're pure. You saved your virginity. Now that doesn't hold any significant value anymore, right? Because most of these women out there are not clean. So when you can only laugh when you see a woman that married several times wearing the same white dress, like okay, that's obviously a lie, right? So they're not clean. They're not kosher. They got questionable past, right? They have a lot of partners, right? So don't think you can get yourself a clean partner, a clean mate, a clean slate, right? When you get involved with high modern woman, I was about to say high quality woman, but if you're not clean, you're not high quality in my book. All right. So you either could put up with this kind of stuff, you're either could be desperate enough, a simple enough man to accept this, or you could just say no, I don't want to participate. All right. And you have to raise your standard. You have to have high standard, no matter how. I don't want to say it. Guys have to have high standards, no matter how reasonable it is, right? Because it's hard to find a clean woman in these days and age. It's hard to find a clean woman in the modern society that we're living in, right? She either have to be far away from civilizations in a third world country or something. I don't know, wherever you can find clean women, or in rural areas, right? Or if you expected to find a clean woman within the city, the streets, good luck. Right? Most of these women who's from the city or the street, they've been infiltrated. They've been tainted already. They've been spoiled. Right? Their mind isn't clean as well. Not from a physical. Now switching from um, a physical thing, like when it comes to diseases. Now we're talking about a mental thing. Right? Their mind is filth, surrounded by filth, debauchery. Right? Sin. They're all sinners. They sin so much they don't know what the opposite of sin is. All right. Now we're getting biblical, right? When they sin so much, that means they lack the ability to be shameful. That's why women out there right now are protesting, trying to say sex work is work. That's not okay, right? They try normalizing prostitutions, right? What's prostitution? You have all these fornication, all these men, right? And what does that mean? You're a stain on society, right? That you're a stain. What does that mean? That you're not clean. They want to perceive they're kosher, but they're not kosher. You can conceal stuff up, but you can't conceal your health, right? You can pass something on, and as men, you gotta ask yourself: are you willing to take that risk, right? Are you willing to take that risk sleeping with her because of her beauty? You can't control yourself. Do you want herpes? You want syphilis? You want gonorrhea? You want crabs? No, you don't want that. right? All this stuff right now, women could mask it off, right? But they still have it. Do you want HIV? No. That's why it comes to term that women today are not clean because you don't know, they have questionable past. Questionable past meaning they could be doing things that you're not aware of, and that's one thing. Have promiscuous sex and having all these men and all these body counts, right? Which means that they're not clean at all. You want a kosher woman, a woman that's not tainted by society, by the streets, by the world, right? And that's optimal woman, right? A woman that listens to you, that's not combative to you, that's not that don't have bad attitudes, right? Those are the women you try to look for. That doesn't question you, right? That listen to you, that follow your orders. A submissive woman, right? And they like to twist the word submissive around, saying you'll give up, you're a slave. That's not what submissive means. Submissive is a person that value their partners, that understand their partners, that listen to them, right? That that um that follow orders, that love their partner, right? So they want to twist things around, making a word a bad thing like the word ignorance, right? When you look at the word ignorance, it just only means that you don't know, right? Or the word discrimination is just the ability to discern differences between two objects or two things, right? They like to bastardize a word, twist words around, right? And that's one word they like to twist around is the word submissive, right? Being submissive to a partner doesn't mean you're loving to a partner, right? That's what it means. All right, but I digress on that. That's another subject. But I'm going back to how modern women, how they are not clean, right? Most modern women are not koshers. It's like, man, it's tougher and tougher every day to find a good woman in this society that we're living in, right? You can go around and around. You cannot find. You could probably find one good man in 1,000 women, but you cannot find a good woman in 1,000 women. It's virtually that hard, right? Because women today, modern women, are very what into themselves. They're ego driven, right? They're self absorbed, conceited, right? Thinking about them, thinking about what a man can do for them, not them doing anything to fulfill the man, to help the man, to for the man to be better. No, that's why I tell guys don't ever chase a woman, right? It leads you to the downfall because women are manipulative. Look what happened in the story of Adam and Eve, right? Adam fell down because he listened to Eve. He listened to Eve and eating the apple. And what did that happen? What was the outcome of that? He got himself kicked out for listening to a woman, right? That's why you don't listen to a woman, right? No whether your sister, your mother, you gotta listen to yourself or listen to God, you know? Because if you listen to women, you'll get your ass kicked out or the fall of mankind. That's what happens, right? Don't ever listen to a woman because their mind, their body are not kosher, right? Women are easily manipulative. Why do you think the snake, the serpent are able to manipulate Eve, right? So I'm not saying this to disparage women, right? I'm just saying that's pure facts. It's gonna be hard to find a clean woman out there, right? It's getting slimmer and slimmer by the day, right? This is why guys would rather. This is why women don't understand that why guys prefer a younger woman. Why guys prefer a pure woman and she has her virginity. That means that she's not tainted. That means that we want an inexperienced woman. That means she's not influenced by the world yet. That's what it is. When a woman is experienced, right? That means she's been influenced. She's being taken. She's been controlled. She's been manipulated, mind washed, and that's not clean as well, right? When you are being influenced by the world, that means your mind has been filthed up. Your mind's been contaminated. You listen to the world. You listen to these evil things. These ungodly things. That's what the world is. The world is run by the devil. And if you're influenced by the world, by how women are strong and independent, right? women starting independent, women liberations, all these stuff, feminism, right? That's mean you're influenced by the world. That's mean your mind's not clean. That's mean you're not kosher, right? You have to be clean. And they will never understand that because they're not built to understand anything that comes from the Most High. A man's, which is a man, is the closest thing to God. That's what it is. That's why God wants a woman to listen to man and men listen to God, right? Because if a woman disobeyed a man, the man had to pay the responsibility from God, have to answer to God. And that's happened in most cultures as well. In the tribe, if this woman disobey him, the man get in trouble. In a Muslim community, if his wife is out of order, the man will get in trouble, right? But I digress. Most modern women today are not kosher. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Leave a comment below, right? And on that note, guys, you like my content, like, share, subscribe. I drop videos daily. And as always, peace and blessings.